You've been making payments on your credit card for 3 years. Every month, without fail, you pay $200. You log in to check your balance, expecting to see progress. 3 years of payments. That's $7,200 you've paid, but your balance is still $11,000. Wait, how is that possible? You started with $12,000. You've paid over $7,000. Shouldn't you be down to $5,000 by now? But you're not. You're at $11,000. Because almost all of your payments have been going to interest, not principal. And here's the worst part. You're still using the card. Not a lot. Just $50 here, $100 there. Emergencies. Necessary purchases. You're on a treadmill that's getting faster while you're getting more exhausted. And you don't even realize the treadmill is designed to keep you running forever. My name is Yaji, and I spend way too much time thinking about why people with good intentions and steady incomes stay trapped in debt for decades while making payments that barely make a dent. If you're someone who's been paying off debt for years but the balance never seems to go down, or you feel like you're doing everything right but you're still stuck in the cycle, make sure to hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up if this helps you out, because what I'm about to show you is why most people never escape debt. It's not because they're lazy or irresponsible, it's because the system is specifically designed to keep you in debt, and until you understand how the trap works, you'll never get out. Let's start with the biggest reason people stay in debt forever: the minimum payment trap. Here's the thing about minimum payments. They're calculated to benefit the bank, not you. The credit card company shows you a minimum payment, and you think, great, I can afford that. But here's what most people don't realize. That minimum payment is designed to keep you in debt as long as possible, while maximizing the interest you pay. Let me show you the math. You've got $10,000 in credit card debt at 22% APR. That's pretty standard. Your minimum payment is about $250 per month. If you only pay the minimum, it will take you about 462 months to pay off that debt. That's 38.5 years. You'll pay over $16,000 in interest on a $10,000 debt. You borrowed 10, you'll pay back 26. The bank will make $16,000 off you. And here's where it gets really interesting. In that first year of making minimum payments, you'll pay $3,000, but only $800 of that goes to principal. The other $2,200 is pure interest. You paid $3,000, and your balance only went down by $800. This is why your balance never seems to move, because it's barely moving. The math is designed that way, but it gets worse, because while you're trying to pay off old debt, you're creating new debt. This is the second reason people never escape. Lifestyle inflation and continued spending. You get a raise, you're making $3,000 more per year. You feel like you've got breathing room now, so you upgrade your phone plan. You get a nicer apartment, you eat out a little more, you subscribe to a few more services. Your expenses go up by the exact amount of your raise, or more. And when an emergency happens, a car repair, a medical bill, a wedding gift, where does it go? Back on the credit card. According to a 2023 Federal Reserve study, about 45% of credit card holders carry a balance from month to month. And the average credit card debt for those who carry a balance is about $6,000. But here's the trap. Most people aren't just paying off old debt. They're adding new debt faster than they're paying off the old. You pay down $500 this month, you charge $800 next month. You're net negative $300. The treadmill just got faster. Now let's talk about the psychology that keeps people stuck. There's a concept called debt fatigue. You've been in debt so long that it feels normal. It feels permanent. You stop believing you can ever be debt-free, so you stop trying. You make the minimum payments to avoid collections. But you don't attack the debt aggressively because it feels pointless. This is what psychologists call learned helplessness. You've tried to get out of debt before. It didn't work. So your brain says, why bother trying again? But here's what you're missing. The reason it didn't work before isn't because you failed. It's because you were using a strategy that was never designed to work. Paying minimums while continuing to spend is like trying to empty a bathtub while the faucet is still running. It doesn't matter how hard you bail. The water keeps rising. Let me show you how compound interest works against you when you're in debt. Everyone talks about compound interest like it's magic for investing, and it is. But it's also a weapon when you're in debt. You owe $5,000 at 18% APR. If you don't pay it off, that debt grows by $900 in the first year just from interest. The next year, you're not paying 18% on $5,000. You're paying 18% on $5,900. That's about 1062 in interest. The debt compounds. It grows on itself. And if you're only making minimum payments, you're barely keeping up with the interest, let alone paying down the principal. This is why credit card debt is so devastating. The interest compounds monthly. Every month you carry a balance, the debt gets bigger, and every month you're just a little further behind. Now you might be thinking, Yaji, this is depressing. How do I actually get out? Here's the framework. It's not complicated, but it requires you to do things most people won't do. First, stop adding to the debt. Cut up the cards. Freeze them in ice. Delete them from your online accounts. Whatever it takes, you cannot get out of debt while actively creating new debt. Second, attack the debt with intensity. Not minimums, not comfortable payments. Aggressive, uncomfortable payments that hurt a little. Take every extra dollar you have. Tax refunds, bonuses, overtime, side hustle money, birthday cash. All of it goes to debt. Third, use the debt avalanche method. List all your debts by interest rate. Highest interest rate first. Make minimum payments on everything except the highest rate debt. Throw every extra dollar at that one. Once it's gone, move to the next highest rate. Repeat until you're debt-free. Fourth, increase your income. You can only cut expenses so much, but you can always find ways to make more money. Freelance, sell stuff, get a part-time gig. Even an extra $500 a month changes everything. $500 a month extra toward debt instead of just making minimums can cut years off your payoff timeline. Fifth, make debt pay off your obsession. Track every dollar. Celebrate every $1,000 milestone. Make it a game. Get angry about the interest you're paying and channel that into motivation. Most people treat debt payoff as a background task, something they'll get to eventually. But eventually never comes. Treat it like an emergency. Because it is. Let me tell you about two people who both had $15,000 in credit card debt. Person 1 makes minimum payments of $300 a month. They occasionally add small purchases to the card. After 5 years, they've paid $18,000, but they still owe $12,000. They're exhausted. They feel hopeless. Person 2 cuts up their cards immediately. They take on a weekend side job making an extra $600 a month. They throw everything at the debt, $900 a month total. After 20 months, Person 2 is completely debt-free. They paid about $18,000 total, but they're done. Free. No more payments. Person 1 will still be paying that debt 10 years from now. Same starting debt, same approximate total paid, but completely different outcomes. The difference? Intensity, strategy, and refusing to keep adding to the debt. Here's what I want you to understand. You will never escape debt by accident. You will never drift your way into being debt-free. It requires intention, sacrifice, and a complete rejection of the minimum payment mentality. The system is designed to keep you in debt. The minimum payments are designed to maximize profit for banks. The credit limits are designed to keep you borrowing, but you're not powerless. You can break the cycle. But only if you stop playing the game by their rules. Stop making minimums. Stop adding to the debt. Attack it with everything you have. It's going to be uncomfortable. You're going to have to say no to things. You're going to have to sacrifice. But on the other side of that sacrifice is freedom. Real freedom. No more payments. No more stress. No more watching your balance barely move while interest eats you alive. You can do this, but you have to start today. Not next month. Not after the holidays. Today. If this video helped you see why you've been stuck and what you need to do differently, hit that subscribe button and drop a comment telling me your total debt and your target payoff date. Make it public. Make it real. And if you want more strategies for getting out of debt and building wealth, check out the next video on the screen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.